Hello, I'm here for Nathan Victor. We're just getting him started. He should be coming back onto the broadcast any moment. We're just having some technical difficulties.
I'm here for Nathan Victor. We're just getting him started. He should be coming back onto the broadcast any moment.
Okay, stop that. All right, let's see. Is Nathan is back here. Hello, Nathan. All right, we're putting you to panelists. Okay, there you go, Nathan.
All right.
And YouTube is running on your channel, so it's active now.
Oh, awesome. Well,
Take it away.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to, I'm normally on the Dan Lute Show, so I guess we call this the Nathan Victor Show. We're addressing the TBC, the billion coin community and the world. So anyways, this is, like I said, this is a first, but what we're involved in is the first privately owned cryptocurrency in the world that's abundance-based, and it's just simply amazing. When I became a member a little over a year ago, there wasn't even 100,000 members in it. I don't even think there was 80,000, if I remember correctly, or maybe not even 70,000. But since then, it has exploded to over 3 million people. And I believe that's really just the start of the mushroom, because our technology is, we're literally on the edge of upgrading our technology to be better, bigger, and faster than Bitcoin. The thing that we love about it is it's based on an algorithm that dictates the price according to the membership agreement. So you never have all the ups and downs like you have in Bitcoin, where you buy high, and that's what the average investor usually does, is they're like, oh, I got to get in on this. Look how high the price is going. As soon as they put in their money, all of a sudden it drops. And then next thing you know, they're like, oh, no, I'm losing all my money. I better hurry up and sell it before it crashes. And then they sell it, and then it goes back up again, you know. So this, you don't have that problem. So what we love about it also is the value is based on the member, on each person. Whereas the other cryptos, most of them aren't backed by really anything. What are the other cryptos backed by, Dan?
Well, they have the coin market cap saying that they have a market cap of so much and so much, which is how much money has traded into them, right, from the fiat system. So that's their value is tied to that marketplace. So it goes up and down, but of course, as we're talking, it's manipulated. And so the value is manipulated up and down in order to extract money from others. The ones that have the most amount of coin end up being the big winners. And they have a track record of now the last couple of years of just pumping this market. And it's basically, they drive the price down and they've been selling as it goes down. So they've made a lot of fiat. And then at the very bottom, they come in and they grab as much as they can. And then whoo, it goes right back up. Of course, people are rushing in to put more money into it. And their value is going up, and it's gone up. And then they sell it up here again and make it right back down. And it has these mass swings of, 10, 20% in 4 hours. Just boom. That's because someone just dumps a load, and I'm pretty certain that we have these whales out there with a significant amount of coin that just continue to drive this market up and down. Now it's making them rich and you poor. So that's the coin marketplace as it is, and this is what it's going to continue to happen.
Absolutely, and a beautiful example of that is the CEO of Chase Morgan Bank, Jamie Dimon, went on the news and said Bitcoin is a scam. Okay, so the price fell. I mean, he's got such influence, and it's maybe it's one of the largest banks in the world.
Yeah,
and
yes.
So as soon as he says that, the value goes like that, and then they buy millions and millions and millions of Bitcoin. So that's exactly what Dan was just saying. You get these what do you call them? These fat cats that have huge amounts of money to be able to do these very things. And I've actually looked at the charts, and Bitcoin has been going up, over the long run, yes. But during the way, it's had a lot of people where there's a lot of losers in this this manipulated system that we're talking about. But what we have here in the Billion coin is it eliminates that. And there are people like Dan. He's got a ton of coins, but he doesn't manipulate. He can't manipulate the market. What we do is we actually share our coin, and in sharing our coin, it grows.
And it's a very good point, Nathan. It's like, yeah, I've got a lot of TBC coin, and this is if I was in the other in a marketplace situation, I'd be going, how can I basically make more fiat, right? Right, and I would be able to manipulate the market, but TBC is an algorithm-based coin. I have no way of manipulating the price of the coin. All I do know is that it's going to go up for me. The same amount is going to go up for every other person the next day. So we're all in the same situation. There's no way to manipulate it. There's only the way to capitalize on it for everyone. The more you have, of course, the better it is for you in the long run, because it's going to go up and up and up. If you have the free gift only, the 25,000 Kringle coins that has been offered, or the 100,000 Kringle coins that was offered, that's nice. It'll be worth €1 million when we get to the ultimate price, or €250,000 when we get to the ultimate price of $1 billion per coin. But that's a wonderful free gift to just have joined with us. So now we need to distribute more than just that small amount. We want people to be billionaires. We need 1 million billionaires, and that's why we have this cookie promotion to get this rolling.
Wow, and it's I love it because it's an abundance-based. It's the first abundance-based cryptocurrency, and the world basically is on a scarcity. Like I got to get mine, and I got to hoard, or there's not enough. I mean, when you really look at the big picture of everything, the world is big enough. I mean, you can grow enough food for everybody. It's suppressed, even in America. If you grow too much, the government discourages that. They even pay you not to grow crops. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
one of the other things is that it being an algorithm-based system, right? But it's an algorithm in the positive direction. It only goes up until it reaches the ultimate price, and that will continue till we get to $1 billion. So it only goes up. Now that's a programmed economy. It's programmed only to go up. On the other hand, there is another programmed currency out there. That is the Federal Reserve note. But its program is only to go down. Now, everyone can say, well, there's no algorithm driving the price of the Federal Reserve notes. Well, there is a system that was designed. And that system, because of the interest rates and the taxes collected, will force the value to go down. They know this. It is predictable. And it has shown that it always goes down in value, and now it's accelerating to go down in value until it basically becomes where you have to have $100 trillion, like Zimbabwe dollars, $100 trillion Federal Reserve note to buy a loaf of bread. It's going to go there. Hopefully, the world does the world currency reset before that happens, switches to gold-backed money. And we get out of that situation. But so we are the first abundance-based currency or money on the planet, because we are a programmed economy for abundance.
Amen. Excellent. Yes. So one thing I like to demonstrate, just to show, and a lot of people say, oh, this sounds like a scam, or this sounds too good to be true. No, well, you know what? Actually, what I encourage you to do is do your research about the history of the U.S. dollar. I mean, I like to take this piece of crap. I call it that because I really started studying what's behind it. And if you look at that symbol right there, it's a satanic symbol. And when it says "In God We Trust," I used to think, "Oh, in God we trust." Oh, it's Christian money. You know what? No, it's not. If you look behind the people, and the Federal Reserve, by the way, is not owned by the U.S. government. It's owned by a small group of private individuals. Look it up before you start saying, "Oh, this guy's nuts," or these guys are scared. This is quite possibly the biggest Ponzi scheme in U.S. history, but it's been going on for so long, people just don't notice it. Just like you can boil a frog in a pot. If you just turn up the heat just slow enough, you literally cook it to death, and it won't even know it until it's too late. And then the next thing you know, you got frog legs, and that's exactly what they're doing with us. But the U.S. dollar used to be a silver coin, just like this. Hear that? I mean, that's all silver. And they ripped us off and gave us this thing right here. So before you start calling what we have a Ponzi scheme, look at the U.S. dollar. Do your research. I kid you not. There's information all over online. Look up the history of the central banks. So anyways, this used to be backed by silver and gold, okay? Not anymore. But our coin is backed by precious people. People in agreement. People in agreement together to exchange value between each other privately. And that's what this is about. And the more people that come on board, the more the value goes up. But here, they just print more and the value goes down and down. And they took the gold off of the backing off of the dollar. And now it's literally debt based. So really, the value is to them because the taxpayer takes on the debt in anyways. Other than that, Dan, I'm really honored that that you're on the show with me, and we've been doing shows for we're approaching a year here pretty soon. Just educating people and making people aware that there is a better way. And I believe, and I'm convinced beyond all shadow of doubt, that we do have the best cryptocurrency in the world, and it's about ready to get better. Our technology's getting ready to surpass Bitcoin's technology. We're right on the verge of switching or going into a migration. So what I would encourage everybody to do before we get into this migration is get our free gift. It's a free gift. It's free money. It's a way of saying, come on aboard, learn about this, study it, share it, and use the value in it. So anyways, Dan, I see I got, about 15 minutes left, I think, or no, not about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Half an hour. So, again, this was just our attempt to get you up online on your live broadcast using my Zoom link to do so. But you'll be able to get your own system up in place. You don't have to use Zoom to use this. You could use Google Hangouts, which is a free service as well. And so anyone else out there that wants to start their YouTube channel, right, you can get it to go to Google, right, and then stream it to YouTube from Google Plus or the Google Hangouts. So they're, I think Google's system is a little like, not intuitive on how to use it. So the good thing is that you can find some YouTube videos that can step you through it. Zoom, if you want to do live broadcasting through their webinar, it'll cost you about $55 a month. You have an upgraded from the free plan to the professional plan, and plus you have to add webinars. So it's 15 plus 40, $55 a month to do Zoom. So, but I was happy to try and work this out. Of course, I had to log in via your YouTube channel information. You had to provide me your username and password for YouTube, and then I was able to select it when I got started. So, but I'm happy to help you and the people that are my partners in TBC to work on bringing TBC to the world. So our 24/7 broadcast is also going to be a very major center for getting the word out for the migration. We will also be giving you the links of the people that are part of this through their Facebook links, and we'll be working with those people to get them activated, because a lot of them are sleeping. They haven't kept track. After they got their TBC coin, their free gift, that was all that they ever did. And that's okay. You know, they help our membership grow, and a lot of them don't, are not ready to do much of it. So that's why I've put together a way of doing services for people, and my partners can participate in that by using the website to do the services, which is doing the migration, paying $10 back office fee for the Crinkle Cash account, and even for doing the cookie reward system for people.
Excellent. Yes. So I'll be putting my link to contact me to get you started with the Billion coin. When I got started, I was given a gift, and I appreciated that gift, and I learned about it. I thought, I've never seen anything like this before, and I really studied. And I'll tell you what, I studied, and then I met Dan. He was making videos educating people, and I was finally able. I was like, I'm going to try to contact this guy. He's really cool. And even though the gentleman oversees thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people, it took his time to talk to me, and I was really touched and amazed. And tell you what, I've used this coin to pay rent for a very beautiful condo, and I did a video on that. I'm also using my proceeds from Billion Coin, even paying for this place. You only see my just part of my bedroom here, but you can use it. I have made money with it. People say, "Oh, you can't make money with it." It's like, well, you can, because that's your thinking. But when you start to really dive into the history of money, the history of currency, this stuff, just because it says God doesn't. What God are you talking about? I went and did the research. This little eye, all-seeing eye up there, is the ancient Egyptian god Horus eye, and you see, and that look that up too. Look up what the pyramid means. Look up what the Latin words mean. It's that's under all kinds of symbols. Sometimes the best thing to hide something is right in front of your face. And
well, some of the things that are coming out right now that have been fantastic, David Seaman from Fulcrum News has been on the case of exposing the cabal for the last 2 years, and he just did a celebratory video because he saw like the first of the 13,000 plus sealed indictments, and it was for Mark Zuckerberg. And now Mark Zuckerberg is on in Congress right now, telling people how they're going to start censoring automatically things that are said on Facebook. If things that you're not politically correct, you're not in the thinking of the cabal, they will wipe your comments out. People will not see what you're saying. So you're just talking to the wall, as though you're talking to the mirror. They won't let people speak. So it's freedom of speech in regards to what they want is dead, right? They don't want you to freely associate. They don't want you to, and they're going to restrict people that have the wrong political thinking against communicating with one another. And he's just saying this openly in Congress. So hopefully that sealed indictment gets moving, and supposedly he's going to be stepping down as CEO and moving out of the country.
Yeah, as you said that, Dan, this really happened to me. I was censored on Facebook last year when I posted a post about Trump, a prophecy about Trump. And I believed that he was going to be president. After I heard this prophecy, I was like, wow. And it's biblical. So I posted it on Facebook. Facebook removed it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was going to show other people, like when he became president, hey, look, I posted a prophecy on Trump. Where is it? So I posted it again. They removed it again. I can't believe they actually dictate what I can and cannot post. Oh, but it's okay to post a picture, post, really distasteful pictures or Nazis or whatever. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I could post that all day long, but, things that things that are like deep, hardcore truths, forget about it. Yeah, I mean, so he's right. He's absolutely right. I've been censored more than once.
Well, these systems, even YouTube and Facebook, they are direct data dumps directly into the cabal's hands. Now, it's what we have available to us, right? And we don't really have another means to discuss this in the broad areas, but there are new systems that are coming out there. There's DTube, there is a Daily Motion, there is also now a FutureNet and WaveScore. These are systems out there that are just starting because these are so restrictive. And the sad thing is that a lot of people think that all the information that they put up there is now safe. I can put my pictures up there and they'll be safe for me forever. No. You're basically turning ownership of those over to Facebook, right? You don't own your pictures of your kids. They're owned by Facebook. What happens when they want to charge you to have access? You think that's not going to happen? When they have all of your information and they're holding it for you, they're holding it against you, right? And they're using it as a method. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I hear that they are going to start charging people now for. I was watching on the news. Now, of course, I try not to believe everything I see on the news, but somebody that's behind Zuckerberg, and this was when he was apologizing for what he's been doing wrong in Facebook, that they're going to start charging, I think, to not get ads. So you don't get ads. I think it's going to start there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they use the financial lure to get you to comply. So when I did a couple videos talking about Pizzagate, right, about the child pedophilia things and worse that they were doing, that was demonetized, meaning that there are no ads to be placed on there, right? And then I did a video just recently, very interesting. It was only about the Telegram coin raising $1.75 billion in 4 months. That was it. That was only 3-4 days ago, right? It demonetized it, right? I said, well, what did I say there? Well, it's talking about cryptocurrency on a privacy platform.
Oh wow!
They're really so hyper paranoid about them losing control of the money, right? And they're going to lose control of the money. They're not going to be in charge of money. The cabal is losing, and we're going to continue to push, and we're going to continue to get new currencies out there. I applaud Telegram and its point effort. They have 200 million people on Telegram, and that's 200 million people that will have a platform to do private communications and exchanges between them. Now, when controversial, it should not be. Why are we living in a world where we're not allowed to freely exchange, right? We're not allowed to exchange ideas, money, things. They fear everybody. And so, oh, you might be a terrorist. Oh, you might be a drug dealer. Oh, you might be an arms dealer. Oh, no, where's the proof?
Absolutely. Now, since this is my YouTube channel, many people are familiar with the cabal. But in a nutshell, who is the cabal? It's a group. It's a small group of people that really branches out. Okay, simply to control the mind's will and the mind and soul of basically the world, and they're bringing it all into right in here. If you look underneath this dollar bill, what they're doing is the New World Order, which is a system of enslavement. You know, if I go to the store and even try to spend this piece of junk, the government's already got their hand out. I have to pay tax on even a stupid stick of bubble gum. You know, there is just no way out of it without them taxing and extorting you. You work in America and you get a paycheck, they got their hand in it before you even get it to your hand. So really, you know, like I go to get it, it's like, wait a second, no, I'm taking mine out. That's what this system of control is. It goes up this pyramid all the way to the top. And these people, they're not even on the Forbes billionaire list. You know why? Because they're trillionaires and they work behind the scenes. They're puppet masters. Look all this stuff up. We've been talking about this stuff for a good year or more online, and many there are.
You know, if you look back at what was going on just back in the early 1900s, the amount of wealth that they were talking to use to get the whole new system, the new world system running, the financial system, they use bonds, you know, backed by by gold and other things that were in the trillions back then. One box, here's a $3 trillion box. You can move this from country to country. That means you're moving 3 trillion in asset around. Instead of moving all the asset, you move this box, and it represented the asset. And then you talk about, you know, the people are so concerned with the slave script that you get to use called the Federal Reserve note, and that you are able to use this, you know, but we've got 20 trillion in debt. Oh no. Well, you just need a handful of these boxes, you know, okay, we'll just go ahead and pay that off. It's the value has always suppressed. It's so hard to eke out, and it's so difficult. And this world is so abundant. Why should it be so difficult? Bills always weighing down on top of you, making up so much that you have no ability to move. You can get a vacation in a year. You're doing good, right? you know, to actually, you know, work your way to even pay off a house. Right, when you're on, you know, was it out in the good old Wild West days or whatever? You move out with your wagon, you find a piece of land, you build your house, so and you own it, and you start working the land and start making food and start trading with your neighbors. You know, you didn't have to pay off a house over 30 years.
Right.
Craziness.
It is. And by the way, if you don't know yet, mortgage is a Latin word that means death pledge or to the death. And you know, if you really think about it, you could live in a house for your whole entire life, paying the central, you know, all the money's funneling up to that to Horus, or look and see who's actually the ancient Egyptian god Horus is. It's Lucifer. He's got many names all throughout history. Okay, these people. I know it might sound crazy, but I've been researching this stuff for a good 20 years or more. It's no joke. It really is. These are end times, and I believe God has blessed us with these types of solutions to go above and beyond, not even be on the same playing field. Dan and I can exchange value back and forth. We can send millions back and forth, literally at the snap of a finger, without having to be, oh, wait a second, the bank stopped this. Oh, wait, oh, where'd you get the money from?
You can't do that. No, you can't do that. You know, we don't agree.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go. I have an appointment to get to. So we did 30 minutes.
That's excellent, Dan. It was an honor to have you on this live broadcast, and it'll be another arrow in my quiver on my YouTube channel. And I'm blessed and honored to have you. And I'll see you again tomorrow, and I'll finish up with the rest of everybody. So, all right. Have a good afternoon, Dan.
Whoa. I better make you the host, or if I leave, it'll end for everyone.
Okay.
All right. Okay, now you're the host. Now I can leave.
All right. Excellent. So, in a nutshell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my private contact information, and I'm going to give you my link, and we'll set you up with free cryptocurrency. It's not really free, it's free, but it will be a nice start for you. I'll walk you through the process personally if you're truly interested. Also, we have a very, very special promotion going on where we can actually set you up with a wonderful amount of coin. Like I said, I've used it to pay rent for very nice place. Upgraded into this place here. It's a nice 3-story home with my own private elevator. It's before I really started getting into cryptocurrency, I was a slave working at a job, getting nowhere in life. I mean, it's just paycheck to paycheck. I've owned businesses in the past, and even businesses can be very enslaving too if you always got to be in them, babysitting employees. And hold on one second, I gotta cancel that call there real quick. So I know what it's like to work and work and work and get nowhere, and sometimes even get behind. People, your typical American, I'm not going to say you in specific, but if this applies, then take it for what it is. When you start working a job and you get working you got a year, all of a sudden, now I got credit, now I got a house. Instead of really getting ahead, now I got to get a car, so they get more debt. Now I got to have 2 cars, and then I should get a second mortgage. So instead of really getting ahead, you're getting behind, and then you're stuck in a job, really getting nowhere except behind and in bigger and bigger debt. This is a solution to that problem. Our coin literally grows from 1% to 5% per day. Just give you an example. I started out with about $2,700 a little bit over a year ago, and that percentage went up and it skyrocketed up. I did accumulate more, but it hit $1 million around October of last year, maybe a little bit before that. I was able to acquire more coin though, okay? And so that's what I'm saying. Get on board with this free gift, and our technology is about to upgrade and surpass Bitcoin's technology. Right now, we're on the same technology as Bitcoin, but it's very limited. You can only do so many transactions per minute or per second. Ours is going to expand, and also ours is getting set up. So this is the time. This is the time to get started with us. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. I'm going to supply my link there before you. And until I make my next video, God bless, and look forward to seeing you again.